This is the Blokees Transformers Model Kits Defender version, series number 5, Traitor to Tyranny. Not exactly sure what that means, but it comes with a lot of new characters we have from the movie. 1986 movie, we got Galvatron, we got Cyclonus, we already had Scourge from the previous wave, so awesome. We've got Jetfire, and the focus on this set is really Jetfire and Galvatron as the secret chase figures and the super chase figures. We have 2 new parts for building Blokees, 2 new Combaticons, and the highly anticipated trailer for the Optimus Prime truck mode. So let's bust this pack open. I actually picked up 2 of these from the Blokees official store on Shopee. So I picked up 2 just to increase the chances of getting the super chase or whatever. So let's bust this thing open. Now, strangely enough, there's no postcard. There's no giant collector card. I guess Blokees decided to do away with the collector card, which is a shame. I was really kind of hoping I could collect those again. So the figure with the coin is Optimus Prime. I'm hoping with the 2 ones I got 2 different coins, so I just need to track 1 more coin. Okay. Very, very exciting. Let's get them assembled so I can show them off to you in all their glory. Let's begin with Viewfinder or Reflector. I don't think Blokees got the rights to Reflector, but in the Transformers canon and mythology, this guy, actually there's 3 of them. The brothers are called Reflector. There's 3 of them. They combine to form a camera. That's why he's called Viewfinder. I think this is the weakest figure in this wave. It's pretty simplistic. You got a really nice chest right there, backpack. You get Blitzwing's gun. I think Blokees got tired of developing guns for this wave. Everyone's gonna get a Blitzwing gun, as we'll show off later. But I just thought this figure was a little bit too simplistic. Would have been nice if he had a little bit of camera parts here and there. One thing good about this figure is if you get doubles, that's all well and good, because there's 3 of them. And if you get extras, that'll be good for your display on your shelf. Next up, we have the Shattered Glass Soundwave. I'm not the biggest Shattered Glass fan, but I do love the whole idea of that mirror universe, where the tyrannical Autobots are fighting off against the heroic Autobots, reverse sort of universe, and it was inevitable. We were going to get a Shattered Glass Soundwave. He's done in the correct comic book accurate colors, or the universe, Shattered Glass universe accurate colors, but I feel it's not one of the best figures. This is a figure that a lot of collectors are not after, except if you are a big Shattered Glass fan. It's the exact same Soundwave figure that we got, just recolored with a brand new head sculpt. This one has the Karate Kid headband. And here he is with the Series 3 regular Soundwave. As you can see, it's the exact same figure with a brand new head sculpt. And here he is with a few of the Shattered Glass figures in the Defender line. These are the ones I still have. I have Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. This is a regular chase figure. And of course, we've got Megatron. I no longer have Ironhide. I didn't think I would need it. I want to show off one more Shattered Glass figure, but it kind of might preempt the figure. But just quickly, here is Jetfire. He's part of the Shattered Glass lineup, but we'll show more of him later in the video so you guys have something to look forward to. But I don't have Ironhide, I don't have Sideswipe. I really didn't feel for those figures, and quite frankly, I don't have enough investment in this character, except for the fact that it is Soundwave, and Soundwave's my favorite Decepticon. And then we have the Lamborghini brothers. Lamborghini, because both of them turn into the exact same Lamborghini Diablo alt mode in the G1 cartoon, but the transformation engineering was very different. So Lambo Brothers, Sideswipe, and Sunstreaker. Sunstreaker is a new mold. I like the fact that they put the backpack in, there's some pegs here and there you can add for playability. He's got a gun that we've seen before, I think, or it's a brand new gun. It looks brand new, but it does look familiar in some ways. And of course, the Blitzwing gun again for Sideswipe. One thing I do appreciate about this Sideswipe is they've remolded the backpack. If you remember, which I no longer have, the Shattered Glass Sideswipe had a backpack, but it didn't have the rocket boosters. If you remember in season 1 of the G1 cartoon, Sideswipe actually lent his backpack to Optimus Prime so Optimus Prime could chase the rocket the Decepticons were on. But in later seasons, that actually was mute and academic because the Autobots seemingly could fly without jetpack. But anyway, it's a nice G1 nod right there. A jetpack thrusters or boosters for Sideswipe. And then we have yet another Optimus Prime figure, and he comes with the collector coins. There's only one coin per figure, and it's packed randomly. I had a ton of Galvatron coins, just trying to get all the coins, but I was finally able to get, or just thankfully able to get, the other 2 coins. I only have one of each, the Jetfire or Skyfire head sculpt and the Jetfire alt mode. I have like, what, 7 of these or 8 of these. I think this is a more common one for the first batch. These 2 are less common. So best of luck everybody trying to find these coins. Now this Optimus Prime is obviously the exact same Optimus Prime figure that we've seen from Series 1, just remolded and recast in clear bits. This is the brilliant Optimus Prime, or I guess burning Optimus Prime, but he doesn't have a gun. Instead, he has the Energon axe, which you can replace here. And a lot of collectors are gunning for this figure, not for the figure, but so that they could do this. Give the original Optimus Prime his Energon axe. Well-deserved Energon axe. Thank you, Blokees, for doing this, because I've seen some third-party sellers selling 3D printed versions of the axe, and the original is always best. Then we have Cyclonus, the final member of Galvatron's party, when Unicron decided to give them brand new buddies. And I'm again preempting this reveal, but we do need to show them off together. Just very quickly, you've got the regular series Galvatron, or the regular version Galvatron, and you've got from the previous series Scourge, or I think this is Sweep. He's called Scourge, but the head sculpt looks like he's a sweep. So anyway, for now he's Scourge. So the trio is complete. Very, very cool. And if you watch the 1986 movie, you will know that Galvatron was Megatron. The old body was damaged in his fight with Optimus Prime, and Unicron gave him a new body. And then conversely, Cyclonus and Scourge were Thundercracker and Skywarp. There was a mistake. The animators said that they had turned Shrapnel and Skywarp into Cyclonus. There was a mistake in the editing of the animation. So this is the official canon. These 3 Decepticons were given new bodies so that Hasbro and Takara Tomy could sell brand new toys. Now let's move on to a couple of the vehicles that were included in this wave. We've got 2 brand new Combaticons in their vehicle modes. We've got Swindle with the cannon and rocket launcher. And he is a Jeep, 4 Jeep Willys, I think, with the movable windshield, individual rolling wheels. Very, very cool, very G1 looking. I love that purple paint. And we've got Onslaught, who's a little tiny on the small-ish side. I don't know why. He's got the trailer, a miniaturized trailer, and he's got his movable ball-jointed cannons. He's a little small. I would have appreciated him to be a little bit bigger. I thought he would be this long, but we'll have to wait and see. He's gonna, there's gonna be a new kit to combine these guys. And if you remember in the previous wave, we had Brawl, so we got 3 out of 5. All we're waiting for is Blast Off and Vortex. And moving on to the biggest and heaviest item in this wave, we've got Optimus Prime's trailer. And if you remember in Series 1, we had the Optimus Prime truck mode, and yes, they do interact. If you wanted to also, Series 3 had the Nemesis Prime truck mode, which you could also interact with this one, but we're not gonna do that because I'm pretty sure Blokees will have a Nemesis Prime trailer and repaint this one because it's in their best interest to just recycle the mode, but so we'll just get that out of the way. So if you remove the repair drone, let me see if I can just rip him out. Okay, you can actually combine it into the truck, and guess what? The truck actually clips on, and you have Optimus Prime in his full alt mode. Yeah, Autobots, transform and roll out. He does roll very, very nicely, and yes, the trailer opens up and it reveals Roller. Roller can actually peg in, just like in the old cartoon. He can actually help Optimus roll the trailer. Yep. But everybody is probably going to display him with Optimus Prime like that. And that piece behind Optimus Prime can actually connect here and lift as a repair drone. Well, you'll probably have to reassemble and reattach like this, and you'll have Roller there. That is so cool. I love it. And of course, if you wanted to, you can make this as a, of course you got to remove Optimus first, but you can make it as a repair bay for Optimus Prime, and it even includes peg holes for you to store the weapons, just like the old G1 toy. Oh, and don't forget that really awesome Energon axe. You can actually plug it here, store it, and he'll be on his repair mode. Wow, Blokees, fantastic. I'm loving this, and a lot of collectors are after this one. It's pretty easy to find because it's the heaviest one, and these two side panels here, they don't even fit that baggie. They're packed outside the baggie, inside the box. And now let's move on to probably one of the best figures in this wave. A lot of collectors are after this guy. For me, he's the second best figure. It is Skyfire, or Jetfire. Jetfire is the official name. This is the basic regular figure. He comes with a Blitzwing gun. He comes with a removable backpack that is unpainted, and he comes with two heads. Look at that. You can rotate. This is the cartoon accurate, comic book accurate head, and this is obviously the toy accurate head. If you had the G1 toy, back in the day, they used a Macross Robotech Valkyrie mold and turned him into Jetfire, but that's under license now by Harmony Gold, and Hasbro could not get the license for that. Harmony Gold did not want Hasbro to use that, so none of that. They could not use that old, they could not reproduce that old G1 Jetfire toy. So yeah, we're gonna keep him in his regular face so we don't have any copyright issues. He also comes with a regular chase, which is the Shattered Glass Jetfire, which I showed off earlier. Same thing, removable backpack, but this backpack is painted on one side, and you've got the toy accurate head, as it were. Of course, he's got his Blitzwing gun. Very nice. I love the metallic paint on this one. I mean, come on. This is just leaps and bounds better than what Hasbro can do with their paint apps. Come on, man. And before we show off the Super Chase, I want to show off another vehicle in the wave, and it is the Jetfire alt mode. And the Jetfire alt mode, the picture depicted in the box, unfortunately I don't have a box with me right now, it says unlimited play, or infinite play options, because there's a lot you can do with this particular vehicle. First, there's the Delta Wings. And then if you wanted to, you can open up this top part, and there are peg holes right there. He can actually ride himself. You can plug in his feet, or just like some of what the shorts, the short videos that Blokees has been putting out, you can actually peg. Yeah, there is provision for pegging other figures like Sunstreaker. You can actually fly like that. And I think the best part of this alt mode is there are peg holes right here. You can remove Jetfire's backpack and actually turn him into a toy accurate look, because essentially that's what happens with the toy. The whole jet is on his back. Or if you're a big fan of the Centurion's Power Extreme, you could be Ace McCloud with Skybolt. Don't understand why Hasbro still hasn't done a Centurion's toy line. They already have the rights to Kenner toys. So anyway, also one other thing that the Blokees decided for infinite play is you can actually remove the legs of this regular Jetfire. See if I can do it. And then you can actually replace these faux legs and then give him sort of like a Gerwalk mode. And this is so cute. Look at this. Pretty cool. And then finally, here we have the Super Secret chase figure. One of the Super Chase figures is Jetfire, the Super Chase Jetfire. And come on, man, he looks phenomenal. And I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but he does have that purple sheen, sort of metallic purple sheen that we've only seen for the regular Galaxy version figures, the Chase figures. And look at that, there's a little bit of pink and purple that they've embedded in that pearlescent white paint. And of course, he'll also have the same, I think the same head sculpt. Yep, just done in metallic paints. The toy accurate one. The backpack is painted on both sides. And unfortunately, traditionally, most of the Super Chase figures will have extra weapons. He's got his regular blaster, the Blitzwing. He's got one of his hands with the Energon blade, which is part of the Shattered Glass continuity, I think, or the IDW continuity, or Skybound, but the comic books had him with a sword. The cartoons, G1 cartoons didn't have him with this Energon sword, but the comic books did have it. So you can replace one of his fists, his right fist, with that. I thought that was pretty cool, but instead of giving him more weapons, I actually would have wanted a bigger gun, extra null rays or whatever. They gave him these missile launching effects, which really, come on, Blokees. This is a little bit disappointing for a Super Chase figure because apart from the Coronation Starscream, most of the Super Chase figures had had extra weapons, like bigger guns, extra guns, like Optimus Prime had wings and guns. You know, Jetfire never really had these rockets, these flares or whatever, I think. So, not entirely sure what they were going for this one. And yeah, I was a little bit disappointed, but still, the figure looks phenomenal because of that paint apps, that I don't know what to call it, but that shifting, the color shifting, purple and pink, or purple on that pearlescent white. Oh man, I thought that was great. So two very, very cool looking Chase figures. Best of luck to everybody hunting them down. And finally, what I think is the best figure of this series is Galvatron. I was very, very impressed with this one. He's got a backpack. He's got his pole drawns. Some little pieces here and there might be a challenge for some of you to assemble because the upper arm is very tiny. But he does come with his blaster. This is the regular version, as I showed off earlier. He's got some nice little paint deco on some of the pieces here and there. Very, very cool ominous head sculpt. I love that. And of course, he will have a regular Chase version, which is exactly the same figure, nothing added. They just changed the color to a metallic purple, metallic silver, and they've painted the top part of the gun, which makes it very, very cartoon and toy accurate for that matter. I love the head sculpt on this one. Look how cool those metallic paints make that sculpt pop. Obviously, this is the better version, but this one is more cartoon accurate. And again, this is probably more toy accurate, but you know what? I think this one beats this one for me. In some of the cases that we've had with cartoon accurate versus toy accurate for Series 2 and even for Series 1, the cartoon accurate is vastly superior because everyone wants cartoon accuracy, but in this case, I do prefer this one. And of course, we will have the Super Chase version of Galvatron. Just like Jetfire, he is loaded with accessories, but this time better accessories than the Jetfire. He comes with the blast effect that's as big as the cannon. He comes with an Energon sword. He comes with the same, almost the same metallic paint app, slightly different, slightly lighter shade of metallic purple and metallic silver, making him pop a little bit more. Plus, this is something new. He's got a base, a blast effect base, which I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to be. It's like he's skidding for third base or skidding for that first base. And it's got, I thought this was too funny. The blast effect is a nice touch. The sword is unusual for me. Galvatron never had a sword. Megatron had a sword. He had a laser energon sword, like a lightsaber. Probably a carryover. Blokees decided, we didn't give Megatron a sword. Why as well give Galvatron a sword? And I think this is the best figure. The next best, coming in second place, would have to be Jetfire. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, you can now recreate that coronation scene with Starscream and Galvatron blasting him to bits. And so some final thoughts on the Series 5 of Galaxy Defender figures from Blokees. I thought this was a great series. Definitely one of the best one of the best outings from Blokees. Sure, there were some lackluster figures like this guy, Shattered Glass Soundwave, maybe even a Reflector or a Viewfinder. But that doesn't take anything away from the amazing figures that this series has shelled out, particularly Jetfire and of course Galvatron, my favorite figure out of this series. And then we have the two new Combaticons. I cannot wait to finally build Bruticus and have that kit. Blokees, come on, man. Let's get it on. Let's get all the Combaticons together. And then that Jetfire jet with its infinite amount of playability. Oh, man. And that trailer. Sorry, I almost forgot. The trailer, Optimus Prime, alt mode. Man, this is definitely the best series so far. I mean, all the series are great, but it seems like Blokees just keeps getting better and better with each new wave. The series will obviously get a 10 out of 10 for me. Individually, they'll have 9s, 8s, and 7s. The Galvatron will have an 11, but overall, I thought the series was pretty good, so I think it deserves a 10 out of 10. Are they worth getting? Absolutely. If you're thinking of collecting Blokees, I think the Defender is a very good starting point. They're cheap enough. They're like, what, $2-3 a pop? And you have very low risk of getting something you don't like. Unlike when you start with a Galaxy version, which is $7. You can start with the Classic Class, which is about $25. Or Action Edition, which is about $40-45. There's probably greater risk because you might not like what you buy. But these guys, oh man, they're cheap enough so that if you don't like them, you don't really lose too much. So I thought Blokees hit a gold mine with this Defender line. And they're coming up with other properties other than Transformers with the Defender line. They have Batman. They're going to have Jurassic World. And I think they're going to have Wheels, which is, I think, the alt modes of Transformers done in the 1/64 scale. And they haven't announced it yet, but I just found out that they've gotten a license for Fast and the Furious, and I think that's where they're going to put it in, the Wheels line for Defender. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of these Blokees Transformers Galaxy Defender Series 5 figures and vehicles. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel and please subscribe. Thanks for watching.